Hi there and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. I am transforming our back porch where we spend a lot of our time. We are completely making over this area. We got some new patio furniture from Facebook Marketplace and my lovely husband helped me move it all in. And when I tell you this set was such a steal. The owners originally on Facebook said that their mother, who was elderly, had originally paid over $5,000 for this set, and because she moved out of her home, they were selling it, and we got it for a steal. This is what our patio looked like before. We had a sectional here, which was nice for our family, but it just was kind of dark back here and we wanted to utilize the space a lot better. So we sold our set, pretty much paid what we sold our set for, paid for our new set, and we moved it into this back porch and it just immediately brightened up the whole space. This is exactly what I've been envisioning for a cozy Nancy Meyers inspired back porch. I've been scouring images on Pinterest and I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep it very relaxed, almost like a feeling of a living room brought outside. I wanted it to be really cozy, very Florida, very coastal, but super relaxed and definitely a neutral color palette to kind of brighten up the space back there. So I am also going to be using a lot of things that I already have. This is why this makeover is under $500, because the only things I really bought were furniture and a couple little doodads that you'll see later on in this video. This rug, I originally got at Big Lots. I'm so sad that they are closing down all their stores, but I got this rug and I wish I had gotten two because I would love to have one on my front porch. This rug is awesome. I was going to purchase a new one on Facebook Marketplace, or rather a used one, and I remembered that I had this, so I tried it in the space back here and I absolutely loved it. It was exactly the colors that I wanted, so it just worked out perfectly. Let me know down below how the weather has been for you guys wherever you're at in the world. We have been having such a nice, mild Florida spring. It is cool and breezy, and you will not hear me complain because I know that the Florida heat is going to be on its way this summer. So I am just soaking in all these cooler days while we have them, and also we are all getting over head colds, so send prayers our way that we won't get sick anymore this spring. But we are finally kicking that, and the cooler weather just kind of inspired this back porch makeover. I jokingly said to my husband, hey, if I listed our sectional, the back porch one on Facebook Marketplace, what would you want to get for that? Just, just seeing. I was fully expecting him to shoot that idea down, and surprisingly, he gave me a number, and that day it sold on Facebook Marketplace, and we used the money to get this new set, and pretty much an even trade. And then I had the idea to put a console back here. This is exactly what I had envisioned. I had scoured Facebook Marketplace for some sort of dresser, something to hold things on the back porch instead of having the kids' shoes just kind of thrown on the ground. And just a couple other knickknacks that I wanted to have in reach. And I scoured Facebook. I could not find something. And then lo and behold, at my favorite antique furniture consignment shop, she had this listed, and I scooped it up so quick. It was exactly what I had envisioned. So we lucked out there. I also purchased these two buffet lamps. I've been seeing these all over. They are LED or USB chargeable, so they don't take batteries. You just charge them with like a wall charger, and they light up in a couple different colors. I will link them down below because we do not have light on half of the porch. We have can lighting on the back half, but no light on the front. So when the lights are on or it's dark, you can't really see over in the sitting area. So I got those and they were the best investment. I will make sure to link those down below. I am very fortunate to already possess these pots. They are huge that I want to use on the back porch, and they already have a very natural patina on them. This is weathered over the years. If you've seen any of my old videos, the old owners of this house and this property were landscapers, so we are still to this day finding pots and plants and everything like almost 10 years later. So these were here from the old owners. I want to add a little bit more like whitewash to the top though, like the rim, but I'm going to leave this as is. And then I have another one over here that just doesn't have as much of the whitewash look, so I'm going to give that a makeover, and I am going to just use some water and this sheetrock patch and repair compound. I'm going to mix it together, and I'm going to use this sponge to kind of like pat it on and give it a really natural look, and we'll just see how that goes. My husband is so kind to come behind me and fix pretty much everything that I screw up. So whether that's holes in the walls or doing these pots, he said they kind of look like construction pots, and I agree with him. So he came behind with the sander and just sanded these down to make it look a lot more natural, and I'm very thankful that he did that because I think they turned out really good. The only thing is, I think if they get wet, I wish I would have sealed it, because I think if they get wet, because it's like a drywall compound, I think it might wash off, but we'll just see. The thought was there, you know. And then we also have a ton of palms around our home, thankfully, and so we're just gonna transplant some of those and use it on the back porch to bring some greenery and life back there. And we're just so thankful. Like I had mentioned earlier, the old owners of this house were landscapers, so we have a ton of trees and flowers and bushes all around the house that we are so grateful that we have to use. Living in Florida, we have quite the collection of seashells, and I thought it would be really cool to display them out here just in a clear hurricane jar. These are all shells that we've collected from the beach, from many beach trips, and I feel like it just feels a lot like the Nancy Meyers film Something's Gotta Give, where she has all those white sea rocks in jars and bowls all around her house. It just kind of gave me that same feeling. So I really like how they're displayed out here, super casual, but we can still admire the seashells that we've collected. I am telling you, this is one small detail that made all the difference on this back porch. I got these cord covers and they were so inexpensive. I think they were under $11 on Amazon. I'll link them down below. but I definitely wanted to hide these cords because our TV is mounted on the wall. It's really not the ideal thing that I want on the back porch. It's not exactly aesthetically pretty, but at least I wanted to hide the cord and make it look a little bit more seamless. So I got these cord covers, and they were so easy to install and hide the cord, and it just makes the world of difference back here. Let me know what you think.
Did you know cats are my favorite animal? Guess what? I love a cat or doggy.
Okay.
This one.
You like dogs.
And this one you like.
I like dogs.
I like dogs.
Oh.
I love cats.
It is imperative to have a fan on your porch in the Florida summertime. So I found this outdoor fan brand new in the box for around $75 on Facebook Marketplace. They're still retailing in the store for around $250. So that was a major win. And then I also envisioned a table lamp out here to create that cozy ambiance of a living room. I found this one at my very favorite antique store for around $15, and I looked online, and for a pair they are going for over $200. So that was a major win, and it was exactly what I had envisioned for the type of lamp that I wanted out here. It's like a mother of pearl capiz shell finish, and it just looks really pretty out here. I wanted neutral, and I got neutral. It just all came together. I was so thrilled with this find. And then also I found this really cute basket in the store, the same antique store, and I lost the tag, and the sweet cashier was like, you know what, just take it, it's fine. So that was an awesome win because I wanted to bring some of that texture out here and just a little bit of like wicker rattan to give it a very patio feel. And then I also brought out a coffee table book because I wanted to style this console again to make it feel very living room vibe out here. I wanted it to feel like an extension of the inside. So I wanted to style this console table, and I brought some of my very favorite vases out here, especially because my kids are always picking flowers. So I wanted to have a vase just ready to go. They can put their flowers in here. And also I just think it looks architecturally really pretty. So I was styling this, and I just was not happy with how it was turning out. So I played around with a couple different options. Let me know down below which way you think looks the best. This is really the funnest part, where it all starts to come together and you get to decorate every nook and cranny. I had this wicker basket that I had in my bedroom holding an extra blanket, and I just thought it would look really sweet out here. I also just had this beach hat that I thrifted that I figured would look very gardeny, very Nancy Meyers, so I put that on the table. And then also we do need coasters out here, so I actually picked these up at the same place I got my white console table. She had all of these really retro duck print coasters, these silver coasters, and they're definitely very old, but they were like $9 for a set of 20, so that is plenty to put around out here. There are a few things that I will also be adding that are just not in this video. I could not find, and I didn't want to just buy for the sake of buying, but I want to add a mirror over next to our fan to just kind of brighten up the space and make it look a little bit larger on that end. And I also would like to add either a very small coffee table or a garden stool so we could set our drinks or put our feet up, because we are missing like an ottoman. So those things I am still on the hunt for, and I definitely will maybe make like a short video if I find them and add them to the space back here. Those will be like the very final finishing touches. But other than that, I think it turned out really good. I also wanted to use this rug that I had in my laundry room. I wanted to cover up these paint scratches back here. Although our floors look pretty dirty, I assure you they are pressure washed. This is just a really high traffic area with our kids and animals, so it's just all scratched up. So I wanted to mask it a little bit by putting a runner right here, which will also help catch a lot of the dirt going in and out to keep the inside of our house clean. But let me know how this all turned out. What do you think? Does it definitely give Nancy Meyers vibes or not so much? I was going for French country Nancy Meyers, and to me, I love it. It feels like an oasis out here. I drink my coffee out here every single morning. I turn my lamp on every night, and my husband is like, oh my goodness, another lamp that I have to remember to turn off at night, because he turns down the house after me. So he is in charge of turning off all the lamps, and I'm sorry to add another one out here for him to do, but it's so worth it for the coziness that it brings. And I'm really, really thankful that we tackled this before summer so we can sit out here and enjoy all of these cool breezy days, hopefully before it gets super hot and we have to turn that fan on. But thank you guys again so much for being here. I hope you consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.